Hello programming world, this is Harsha again with the new tutorial. So in this tutorial guys, everyone must know actually in this tutorial, every programmer must know actually the concept which I going to teach is what is compiler, interpreter, assembler, and the basic things what are all there in normal programming language like variables, identifiers, and data types and all. So what those means actually, so we are going to learn in today's tutorial.
Program manager.
In this tutorial I am using both Java and Python to show you about the difference between compiler and interpreter. So compiler, first of all, what is compiler? So compiler means a whole code reader, means it reads entire code and it gives the error. So in which line the error is there and which error is that, and what is the type of error, like that it will give the message, the compiler program. So it is a program. So we call compiler as one of the language processor, means it is built when render, means like Java or C++, some programming language we call it as vendor. So vendor, sorry, if they give any software like Java or C++ for us, so they will also give something called as compiler. So that is a special program which is there to convert human readable program into the zeros and ones which the machine will understand. Normally guys, we call normal programs as source file. So those source files should be known by the machine, so should be known by the machine what we are doing and all in that source file. So for that we need a special program called as compiler. So it understand what are all we write in the human language, it understand, and if all the code are correct, it will convert it into machine language, means binary zeros and ones. It is one of the language processors. Interpreter. So interpreter means, I hope you heard of this word. So interpreter means reading code line by line, whereas compiler reads compiler reads entire program and gives the message. So which error or so if the program is correct, so it produces some binary files which is understandable by the machine actually. When the interpreter, so in case of an interpreter, so if any line is there that is with the error, it will take the instruction until that line, or it takes our instruction until that line and it produces error at that line. So we get to know clearly in which line the error is there. So hope you understood about compiler and interpreter. Next moving on to assembler. So assembler is a thing, is also a language processor, assembles the program into some order, means if some instruction is there, we take a normal real world example. So I want to open notepad. So what I will do, I'll press Windows S plus R and type notepad and hit enter. So 3 steps involved in this. What the assembler does is, it has so many codes actually. So for adding, subtracting, multiplying, it is represented in the form of code. So that will be stored in memory, some computer memory location. The steps will be stored in some computer memory location. So steps is represented in the form of some code. So in this there are 3 steps, means Windows plus R will be stored in one address and typing notepad will be stored in another address and hitting enter to open notepad will be stored in some other address sequentially, as a computer want to understand that actually. So first of all the computer executes instructions sequentially in the case of assembly level programming. Let's go practically, like to know what is compiler and interpreter. So I'm showing this practically. For compiler, to show how compiler works, I'm using Java language, and to show how interpreter works, I'm showing the Python. I'm showing with the Python language.
Program manager.
First, I want to show what is compiler. So I will go with Java now. So I will write a Java program and I will compile the program and I will show you. So don't worry, it doesn't take a lot of time. So it's just a hello world program.
Save as dialog. File name colon combo box collapse. Hello percent. Selected star.txt. And focus on percent. Selected star.txt. H-E-L-L-O.
I'm actually saving now. So in my location actually. So which location I want, I'm saying now. Saving into that location now.
Items. One drive list. This PC network row 3 column. This PC row. Items view list. Folders grouping expanded. 3D object. Documents row and devices and drives grouping expanded. New volume left parent. Decode right parent and new volume left parent. Items view list. Text name. File name colon combo box collapse. Hello percent. Selected hello.java. Hello.java. Text and multi-line. Hello.
I made one mistake in this program, so I don't tell which mistake I made. So the compiler will notify to me itself. So I will open the command prompt now. The command prompt opened, and I made that program now. So I will go to that location in the command prompt. So I will type E colon, whereas I say E colon means the E drive, which is situated in your computer. There is one program which is given by Java itself, guys, Oracle itself, that is called as Java C, means Java compiler. So that is there in the location. I will show you the location, but before that I will compile that program. Java C is the program name. So whereas in the previous tutorial I typed Python, so that's also a program name. I showed how it works and all. So for that, please refer the previous tutorial. So I typed Java C and file name hello.java. So Java class or file always start with capital letters. The first letter will be capital. So I don't think this much of speed you will not be understand. So you will not get understood by the speed what I am doing. So I will decrease the NVIDIA speed.
Rate 60, rate 40, rate 30, rate 30, rate 25. Configuration saved.
So what output the compiler actually produced now, I want to see in command prompt. So for that I will press numpad 7 key. I will make sure numpad is off.
Num lock on, num lock off.
So numpad is off now, and I am pressing numpad 7 key.
Blank. 10 errors.
So there is total 10 errors. It will come from the end. means when I press numpad home key, it will come from the end. Means numpad home key means numpad 7, and I am pressing numpad 7.
Caret, right brace, hello.java colon 7 colon, error colon, class comma, interface caret, system care, hello.java colon 7 colon, error colon, class comma, interface comma, or enum expected.
So hello.java colon
Error class interface error colon, class error hello.java colon 7 colon.
This is what it said means hello.java colon 7 it said. So 7 means the error is produced in the 7th line of the code. So let's see from the beginning. So we want to solve the error from the beginning. So in which line the error occurred?
Left hello dot care.
Make sure I'm pressing the numpad 7 key.
Public hello dot care. Public hello care. Public hello care. Public top public static void main left parent string.
So it said top
public static void main left parent string r left bracket g right parent. Caret hello dot java colon 3 colon error colon tick semi tick expected.
So in the third line I made the mistake actually. So let's go and check the third line.
Hello dot hello slash hello left brace public static void main left parent string r left bracket g right parent g u b l r c s t a t r 6 v o r d a r n left s g t r t g s.
So for string string actually is a inbuilt object in Java. So I typed the spelling of that object wrong.
G.
That's why it's producing error.
T R I N G space A R left G left bracket G left R left G.
So here also I made a syntactical error. Means I typed the grammar of the what is there the grammar for the array. Array means it's a sequence of characters. Means it contains a set of set of numbers or set of characters or set of words like that. If it's a string, it contains a set of words or a sentence. So basically array means it's a set of some values which is of same information type. Information means number or character or a word or a sentence.
Left public static void main left parent static right G left R A R left G right bracket right parent carriage return.
So I corrected this.
Left public static void main left parent string R left bracket right parent.
And I will go and compile again.
C.
So for the previous command that you typed in command prompt, you don't need to type again actually. So when you press up arrow, no, it will tell automatically the previous command.
/greater javac hello.java /greater javac hello.java.
So I typed up arrow and it told javac hello.java. So I'll press enter.
/greater.
It cleared full errors. Means the compiler guy is expecting something in the beginning actually. That's why it produces lot of error if we make one mistake. So because of that the program was not compiling actually. So when we write this program in Python actually, it producing what line, which line the error does not have first. Means the lines it will the Python will go line by line, will read line by line. It produces the output. So when the error is there, the output producing will be stopped, and the error, what error is there, it will give and the program will terminate. For that I will show you the Java compiler location. So I will show that now.
Run dialog, type the name of a.
It's in C:,
desktop list, OS left,
program files,
PP program files left, items view list, program files 9 of 13, items view list, J, Java 9 of,
Java,
items view 3, JDK 1.8.0 line 191.
So I'm using JDK 1.8. JDK means Java Development Kit. So it contains what are all the development tools which I need, such as compiler, libraries that we need to develop the Java program.
Items view list, bin not selected, include 3 lib Java lib 3 include bin 1.
And Then after going to JDK folder, there is a folder called as bin, bin. I'll go inside that.
Items view list, applet view. Jab switch.x4. jar.x5 of 50. Jarcenter.java, javac.x8 of 50.
So here it is javac javac.exe.
Left, javac.exe. Right, e.
This is the file which we are using. So how come it accepted Java C after a word? Means there is a special thing called as command line arguments for a program. Command line argument means a word or something which is expected by that program to perform some operation. If you give Java C and space and the file name of the Java program, it will compile that program. Means compiling operation will be done for that. That is called as command line argument. Basically it's basically used for performing some operations. That's all. And let's talk about interpreter.
CC code. Bin window items.
Interpreter is, guys, as I told, it will read the program line by line as we are reading some braille book, and when there is some extra dot or something mistake is there, we will notify to the writer, oh there is an extra dot, please make a oh there is an extra dot. Will tell to the person who wrote, oh this has extra dot, I am not understanding this word at all. So we will give the notification to them. So which line has extra dot and what extra dot, in which word has the extra dot, like that we will notify them. Like that Python will work. So let's see one program of Python.
Run. P what H not P what P num lock off.
So I'll open again Notepad.
Untitled dash notepad text editor.
Just I will use the print function which I used in the previous tutorial to show you how the Python prints output.
P-I-N-E left parent quote.
So I will type some of the programming languages name here.
C plus quote right parent plus blank print left parent quote C plus quote right parent blank P-I-N-E left quote J-A quote right parent P-I-N-E left parent quote. Print left parent quote blank P what A-O-N N-A num lock O H A-O-N quote right print left parent quote Python quote blank P-R-I-N-E quote print left parent quote blank C quote right parent P-R-I-N-E left parent A-T-M-L right parent P-R-I-N-E left parent quote C-S quote right parent.
So I typed all the programming languages name, so which I actually I heard of.
Print left parent quote C plus quote right parent. Print left parent quote Java quote right parent. Print left parent quote Python quote right parent. Print left parent quote C quote right parent. Print left parent HTML right parent. Print left parent quote CSS quote right parent.
I will save the file.
Save as dialog. File name colon INTERPRITTING. Edit focus alt plus N. Interpreting. Save A. All. File name blank. G blank. Dot PY. Edit focus alt plus N. Interpreting dot py. File name colon. Combo box collapsed. Edit alt plus N. Selected interpreting dot py. Interpreting dot py dash notepad. Text editor edit.
Now my work is to go to command prompt and to run that program.
Run dialog C colon back E colon backslash greater P Y T H O N space INTERPRITING dot PY C++, Java, Python, C, traceback left parent, most recent call last right parent, colon, file quote interpreting dot py quote comma, line 5 comma, unless module greater, print left parent, HTML right parent, name error colon, name tick HTML tick is not defined, E colon backslash greater.
So it gave me the error in the
Blank name print file quote print left parent, file quote interpreting dot traceback left C, Python, C, traceback left parent, most recent call last right parent, colon, file quote interpreting dot py quote comma, line 5 comma, unless module greater.
line 5. So it gave me the error in the line 5. So I immediately go to notepad and press Ctrl G and I can go to line 5 and check what is the error. And here also I can check error.
Print left file quote interpreting dot py quote comma, line 5 comma, unless module greater. Print left parent, HTML right parent. Name error colon, name tick HTML tick is not defined.
So HTML, so I typed without the quotation mark, so that's why it gave us the error. Always make sure guys, the words must be typed in you typed using quotation mark in Python. So I had not done that, so I done a mistake and the interpreter produced all these things.
Print
So
it
produced first line,
Java,
produced second line,
Python, C,
it produced fourth line,
traceback left parent,
and
C traceback left parent, most
fifth line it is producing error.
file print left name error colon, name tick HT blank.
And CSS I wrote, it is not coming because CSS I wrote correctly, because but also it's not coming because of, if once the interpreter gets error, no, it will terminate the whole program and it will give the error.
Enter print left.
So I'm correcting the fifth line.
Print left parent. Print.
So I'm going to fifth line.
Go to line dialog. Line number colon. Edit alt plus L.
Control G I pressed and
5. Interpreting dot py dash no print left parent. HTML right parent. P R I N T left H.
I'm typing with the quotation mark.
Quote. TML right parent. Quote. Print left parent. Quote HTML quote right parent. C.
And now I will run the program. So what I will do is just simply for the previous command what I gave, I will just simply press up arrow.
E colon backslash greater Python interpreting dot py E colon C++ Java Python C HTML CSS E colon.
It gave all the output. So that is the work of the interpreter, guys. So it will check every line and it will tell what is there in that line and actually to the machine. It will not tell us directly, it will tell to the machine and machine will tell to us. Now we will talk of a thing called variables in programming. So variable means a storage area, especially for storing some data. Basically a computer has a lot of memory address, like if you buy like 1 TB computer storage, 1 TB computer storage hard disk, and so it will have basically memory locations, so which is represented by some address are mainly address means it is represented in the form of some numbers like 1001, 1002, 1003, like that. So many addresses are there in the computer memory. So variable means it has its own memory area, and it will store the value in its address. So how it's possible using normal programming language, how it's possible to access any address and all, so we must know deeply about that. So how it is possible, so you don't need to take headache of anything, and there is a special thing called as, for that only, called as identifier. So identifier means it identifies the variable and its address, and also it also identifies what value the variable has. For example, declaring a variable means
Print T. Blank.
in Python I'm showing name is equal to
N-A-N-E equals quote.
in quotation mark. So I'm typing word now. I'm typing in quotation mark.
H-A-R-A-A quote.
So name is equal to Harsha. Here name is an identifier, so which identifies the variable of string stored in some location. Actually it is stored in some location which we doesn't know. Actually it will change every time when we execute the program, and it also identifies the value that we given to the name. So for the name is which type of variable means. So it is a string type. Means string means in basically in programming, string means it will store word or a sentence.
Name equals quote Harsha quote.
Data type, I'm talking about data type now guys. String means it's a data type. So what is data type? Data type is an information type, means type of information that we are storing into the computer and retrieving from the computer. Basically there are two types of data types, meaning primitive and non-primitive. Primitive means normally it contains number, character, string, or something called as boolean. So it is represented only by values called true and false. It has only the value called true and false. So those two values will be there in boolean. So basically boolean data type is used to make some decision by giving some condition in the programming. So we learn those things later. So you just understand for now. It is used for taking decisions on the program. So which line to execute on which condition, like that we will take necessary decisions. So the last thing I'm talking is the keyword. A keyword is a special meaning to the compiler, guys. A special word to the compiler, I can say. So it represents what we are going to do. It is inbuilt in every programming languages, and it is understandable by only by the compiler. So and it will convert those thing into, then it will later the compiler converts those thing into machine codes. Why we use keyword means, the basic example I told about data types, means the basic data types such as number or character or word or string, like that. So I told about that. For specifying that those types of data, we use some keyword called as int, character for char for character char, and string for string for specifying the string data type, and boolean. So boolean keyword is for boolean type of data type. So when we declare the data type, so the compiler will understand and behave according to the instruction what we give. And one more thing is, guys, we can't use keywords as a identifier. So when we want some name to be assigned to the identifier to identify some value, or to identify some variable, I want to give the name for it. I will go and give the name called as continue, continue.
C colon back bin row 1 bin and C colon back enter grinning dot py dash enter.
So the name keyword which I gave, I will change it into the keyword called continue.
Name equals N. A N E equals C O N T I N U E. Continue equals quote Harsha quote.
So let's run the program now, guys.
C colon E colon backslash greater Python interpreting dot py E file quote interpreting dot py quote comma line 1 continue equals quote Harsha quote parent syntax error colon invalid syntax E colon.
So it giving the syntax error. Syntax means basically in programming it's called as grammar. So what we made error is we used the keyword which is previously assigned by the developers of the Python. So we should not at all use these keywords for our identifiers or for anything. So for output one thing is when outputting words no in the quotation mark we can use anything, we can use keywords, anything. For example,
Interpreting continue equals quote
I will change as it was
C
first.
O N T I N U E equals N A N E name equals quote Harsha print left blank
At in the last line I am printing continue.
P I N T left quote C O N T I N U E quote right parent print left parent quote continue quote right parent.
Now I will run the program.
C equals Y C++, Java, Python, C, HTML, CSS, continue, E colon backslash.
So it printed continue also. When we print anything within the quotation mark, it will consider it as a word, not any keyword, not anything actually. So these are called as keywords, which is reserved words in every programming language. Every programming language has some fixed keywords that should not be used as an identifier or any name of the function. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. So I hope you gained some basic knowledge, so not read about programming or not read about programming and all. So I hope they get basic knowledge, at least what is compiler, what is interpreter, how it works, and what is assembler. Guys, I am not able to show the output because there is still not any accessible way to make assembly level programming, but there are some virtual apps, such as when you go and search Intel 8085 simulator in Play Store, you will get that app. Basically we cannot able to do that programming, assembly level programming, because of accessibility issues. And thanks for joining, guys. So have a nice day.